Nice to see you all, and
Hi,
congratulations
Anup.
as well. Thank you. Doing
Good,
well.
good morning, America. Good evening, India. Welcome back, everybody. This is Sean Shankaran, founding volunteer of Bharat Ki Awas. We have Vinender Vashish from Indian Overseas Congress. We have Sam Pitroda, who's our guiding light, mentor for Bharat Ki Awas, former advisor of Prime Minister. And we have Priyamvata, Anup Hivale, Neil D'Souza, again from the Bharat Ki Awas community. We are going to today discuss about 2024 Lok Sabha community analysis along with the Sam Pitroda. But before that, congratulations to all of you. I think looks like we are on the path to gain back the democracy roots in India. I'll let Sam Pitroda talk quickly, and then we will kind of come back for a community discussion. Over to you, Sam.
Thank you, Sean. Greetings from Chicago to everybody. Premvada, Virendra, Anup. Who else was there on the screen?
Uh, we have Neil D'Souza,
Yes, Neil. Neil. Uh,
Virender Vashisht.
Virendra I mentioned, and many others. It is indeed a proud privilege and honor once again for me to be with you. I'm delighted to be a part of this community of young people who are very interested in what is going on in India. So, first, my congratulations to you all. I know how hard you all worked during election time. Your enthusiasm was contagious, and I have personally benefited from your energy. And my special thanks and compliments to all of you. This is a victory for the people of India. A great deal has been written already, so I can't add much, but I will try to summarize my own perception as to what went on and what is the message. People of India have spoken. People of India have spoken loud and clear. And the message is very straightforward. And this message is not only for India, but for world to listen. That India and Indians will not tolerate authoritarian regime. They want democracy alive, thriving. They'll make compromises. They will listen. They'll experiment. But at the end of the day, they want to stick to the Constitution. Anyone who is trying to play with the Constitution will not be welcome. And Indians feel that democracy and Constitution is very dear to them. To me, that was the fundamental message. In that message, people also said loud and clear that we will not tolerate hate. We believe in living together in peace. We are concerned about economy, employment, inflation, and we agree that we need to focus on inclusion. Large number of people from OBC, Dalits, minority, tribals need to be given fair opportunity and access to development. So beside democracy Constitution, the message about inclusion and equality is equally strong when you look at the voting pattern. So I am very pleased with the voices of the people. I wish India Alliance had gotten few more seats, but the direction is clear. In my book, The Idea of Democracy, I talked a great deal about the fact that India is at crossroads. 2024 election will decide the path India will take for the next 25, 30 years to come. Either we can go the authoritarian way or we can go the democratic way. And I think that is very loud and clear. India has decided the path going forward. There'll be hiccups, there'll be conflicts, but the direction is very clear. And this is the message that world needs to get. In America also, we are at the same kind of crossroads. You know what happened here 4 years ago? You know what went on the Capitol Hill? And there is concern even now, not 4 years ago, sorry, 8 years ago. There is concern now again for the November elections. So India has given a lead even to the US, saying we will not tolerate anyone fiddling with our democracy. This message now needs to be carried forward. The new work begins now. Just because people have spoken doesn't mean that we can sit in comfort and assume that everything will work out. Civil society needs to be active. Young people like you need to continue the conversations you are having. Put the pressure on wherever you think there is a need. Be catalyst, vanguard, and constantly be on your toes to watch ongoing developments in India. It is going to be difficult next few years because government is not used to working with other parties. It has been a very authoritarian mindset. Now government will have to begin consultation, communication, coordination, co-creation. These are the things this government is not used to. So the negotiations have already started. Partners want more ministries. There'll be conflicts. Opposition would be much more vocal, powerful, aggressive, because they have better numbers this time. And I think it is going to be an interesting next few years. I don't know whether the government would last for 5 years. I don't know. It's difficult to say at this point in time. But I wish India, as a nation and people of India, all the best. This was a historic decision. And now, no one will probably ever try dictatorial attitude anymore, I hope. I hope the leadership will learn their lesson from the voices of the people. But there is a lot of work cut out. I must tell you that EVM story hasn't ended. I know Prime Minister talked about the fact that those who were against EVM should get a message. I would say exactly opposite. That EVM story still needs to be investigated, explored, and trust deficit needs to be addressed. I still believe going forward, the best option for India is paper ballot. Or give me a receipt in my hand and allow me to drop it in a box which is not connected electronically. I'm sure in the next few weeks, few people will speak up. There are concerns in some quarters still on EVM manipulations, and I'm sure they will address those in local legal platforms. There are still many questions which are open. We would need new policies to address the inclusion issues, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more active conversation in the parliament on both of these issues. I know I've been trolled in the past, and I hope that kind of trolling by leaders, including Prime Minister, will stop. I hope media will pay more attention to opposition viewpoint. I hope media would be much more fair or fairer to others. To me, a lot of credit goes to Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi's yatras have helped, and Rahul Gandhi has been fearful, strong, and has sustained his campaign for the democracy, constitution, inclusion, justice, liberty, freedom, love, truth, trust, and all that. I give him a lot of credit, not because of my personal relationship, but because I know what it takes to sustain, organize, choreographed personal attacks for last 20 years. He has been called Papu. He has been ridiculed in cartoons. He has been humiliated many times. There are 24 court cases on him to wear him down, all kinds of false allegations. But he has been able to stand up to these. And believe me, it's not easy. You saw what happened to me in one poll, and I said, look, it's not worth getting into this and mess up things. So I really admire his leadership, his courage, his conviction, and his continuing effort on saving democracy. In many discussions with friends and family, invariably people get into dynasty issue. And I try to explain to them that to me, Rahul is a custodian of the idea of India. The idea of India that Gandhiji and Sardar Patel and Nehru and Maulana Azad and Netaji Bose and others, and even before them, founding fathers had. That idea is handed over from generation to generation. And the person who is given the responsibility as a custodian of the idea has to be brave. It has nothing to do with the family. But the attacks that opposition mounted on him was more about dynasty, not having interest in politics. How could you say he has no interest in politics when for the last 20 years he has been able to sustain this? I spoke to him after the results, day before the results, and I said, look, first thing you need to do is rest a little bit, because you have been just running around non-stop for almost 2 years. To go for 16 hours a day in that heat and dust with massive crowds, constantly people telling you what to do, what not to do. Every second they have with you, they have an important message. Your mind just can't handle that kind of stuff. So I admire what he has done. And like him, many others in the party. Kharge Saab also did a great job. My compliments to him as well. Priyanka and many others. But we have a long way to go. I was very impressed with the young team of leaders who were party to this victory. From Stalin to Akhilesh to Tejasvi to Supriya Sule, Mamta Banerjee, and all of these people put in their best, compromised, worked together. And the UP victory was remarkable. And it's this young team that I see as the future of India. Every one of these, and you add to that some people like Sachin Pilot and others, Sasi Tharoor and others, and you see a whole new team of people emerging to take India forward. And I feel good about it. I will continue to say things that I want to say. I'm sure some people won't like my intervention because I speak my heart and speak my mind. And sometimes maybe I don't select the right words. But that doesn't give you right to twist, lie, and attack. This platform that you have given me, the young people, is an important platform for me to speak up once a week. But to me, it is not my platform, it is your platform. I want you to take the lead. I'm there to help. I'm there to support. But I want this platform more for the younger people to have global conversation, Indian conversation, where I'm more of a catalyst. So I want to end this introduction. I'm sorry it took much longer than normally I'm given. But since we had 3-4 weeks of silence, I thought it is important to say what I said. Not that I have included everything I wanted to say, but I want to end this by saying that the platform you have created is much more critical. Now, the real issues are role of civil society, role of young, constitutional morality, democratic forces, inclusion. How do you take these things forward? And let's keep our eyes on the future narrative. Let's not get distracted. Let's not get too excited about this victory and lose sight of the real role we have as catalyst and vanguards. We have to continue this journey, and we can't get distracted. Path is clear. Path has been laid for all of us. So there is no way to go back and look at authoritarian track. We are looking forward to the track that people of India have selected. With this, thank you everybody, and we can open up for question answer. I'm sure there'll be some lively conversation, but once again, I want to thank Sean, Priyamvada, Neil, Anup, Virendra, Frank has joined, and Dr. Deshmukh. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Sam. I think it's a great introduction and a great comeback. Comeback for India, comeback for Sam Pitroda. Okay, without much ado, I'll start with Virendra Vashisht, who may have some Indian National Congress perspective or Indian Overseas Congress perspective. Can you be really brief, Virendra?
And also, let's be very humble.
Yeah.
थैंक यू सर. सर, मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूं कि आईओसी परिवार और हर इंडियन की तरफ से राहुल जी को 20 साल पर मेरे को लगता है कि आपके साथ सच बोलने के खिलाफ वाले पिछले 37 साल से आपको टारगेट बनाए हुए हैं हिंदुस्तान में. शान, आपको पता है या नहीं पता है कि सैम सर को कितना तंग किया है, चाहे कि राजीव जी के बाद जो गवर्नमेंट आई थी उसने और हर आदमी ने. और शायद मेरे को लगता है कि आज अगर सैम सर से पूछने की बात है तो यही है कि हम लोग इन झूठे लोगों के साथ टकराने की ताकत आपसे तो मिलती है कि और जब आपको इतना तंग किया जाता है तो आप अपने को कैसे संभालते हैं, क्योंकि मोदी गवर्नमेंट में ट्रोलिंग उनका एक मेन टूल है, टूल किट का पार्ट है कि जो भी हिंदुस्तान में सच बोले उसके खिलाफ आपको ट्रोलिंग करनी है, उसका कैरेक्टर एसिनेशन करना है, उसको छोटा दिखाना है, उसकी सोच को छोटी दिखाना है. तो ये सब हमने देखा. और सैम सर, एक अपील भी करना चाहता हूँ, शायद आप मेरी इस रिक्वेस्ट को मान जाएंगे. पूरा ग्लोबल इंडियंस चाहते हैं कि आप दोबारा से इंडियन ओवरसीज कांग्रेस के चेयरमैन बनकर उनको गाइडिंग करें. आपका साथ, आपकी लीडरशिप हर हिंदुस्तानी जो पूरे विश्व में बैठा है और हर सच्चा इंसान चाहता है कि आप हमको नेतृत्व देते रहें. आपने इंडिया अलायंस को कोई नुकसान ना हो इसलिए अपने विलिंगली आपने इस्तीफा दिया, जो कि आप जैसा ही आदमी कर सकता है, नहीं तो हिंदुस्तान में हर आदमी पद से बना रहता है. तो एक तो रिक्वेस्ट मेरी ये थी. दूसरा कि हर व्यक्ति ने जो काम किया है उसका कोई मुकाबला नहीं है. और तीसरी बात जो आपसे जरूरी है वो आपने रखी भी है, ईवीएम पर अभी लड़ाई खत्म नहीं हुई है सर. ईवीएम के जो डेटा आ रहे हैं उससे पता लग रहा है कि अभी भी कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ है. उसके कलेक्शंस कर रहे हैं हम डेटास को. कुछ सीटों पर ये देखा गया है कि पोलिंग वोट और काउंटिंग वोट्स का डिफरेंस देखा गया है. तो ये सब जरूरी है कि अभी ईवीएम की लड़ाई जो आपने स्टार्ट की हिंदुस्तान में, केवल आपके बोलने के बाद एक मोमेंटम चला है, उसको कंटिन्यू रखे, क्योंकि ये ईवीएम कहीं ना कहीं आज भी मुझे लगता है कि हमें गड़बड़ है कुछ।
Thank you.
ट्रस्ट
Thank you.
अभी
Thank
भी
you.
नहीं आया हिंदुस्तानी का। हर
Thank
आदमी ये कह रहा है हमें इसको अभी ईवीएम को क्लियर करना है, ये इशू ट्रस्ट डेफिसिट है।
Thank you.
थैंक यू सर, आपने हमेशा फ्रंट फुट पे आके हिंदुस्तानियों की बात रखी और आप ऐसे ही हमें एडमायर करते रहे, यही रिक्वेस्ट है। और आप इस प्रोग्राम में तो कम बैक किया, आईओसी में भी दोबारा आ जाओ, आपके बगैर मन नहीं लग रहा है।
Thank you, Virendra. You have been a friend, well-wisher, and thank you for your kind words and generosity.
Sam, as a General Secretary of Indian Overseas Congress, I also have the same request. You should come back as a chairman and guide us, guide Indian National Congress, and as well as the country. It's not just a Congress. It's
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
not
about.
country. Yeah.
I second that too.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll quickly hand it over. Thanks a lot, Virender. That's a great set of context from Indian National Congress context. I'll quickly hand it over to our young women, Priyambata. She has been one of the vocal. I think she's the best representative of how to mobilize social media for the help of party. I think she has a big following. I think she was very active and mobilizing, building opinions, narratives for the party. And I don't know whether she plays any role. She has been part of India with Congress, few other things. So, but people like Priyamvada are the ones who really help this momentum. So, I want to hear Priyamvada's perspective as a social media volunteer helping Indian National Congress narrative, as well as even Maharashtra. Go ahead, Priyamvada.
Thank you, Sean, for those kind words. Really, I'm not a big person. I'm just a volunteer. Also, firstly, congratulations, sir. Congratulations, Sean, and everyone out here. It was an outstanding victory which we got. Never expected. I was just like so very nervous on the day before. I was like, what's going to happen? Like, not sure what the EVMs were going to do. But we made it, and really, really happy, and really, really happy for Rahul Gandhi and everyone out there who worked really very hard. So thank you, everyone. Also, I'm just a volunteer. I'm no position. I just like I feel very dearly, very aggressively for Congress, that Congress should do well, and our leaders. Message should be spread across. That was my real motive actually to join your team, because I felt that Sean's Sam sir's views and whatever he says should go across to back at home. So because people want to know what the world thinks about India, the world perspective. And that's the reason I joined, and I'm really thankful to everyone out here who gave me the opportunity to just be a small member. And I'll continue doing my bit, whatever I can to do to help our party, to help our great leaders to spread message in India. So just two bits of my whatever I sense from this election was that it was a moral defeat for our PM. So basically, if he had really thought about it, he should have resigned, because people no longer want him to lead with the hate agenda which he leads with. He tried to communalize our country. He tried to spread hate agenda with a lot of Muslim mutton talks and all that, but people outright rejected him. And I thank people of India. Like, it's outstanding. Uh, I can't express my happiness, like how much I'm relieved with the kind of verdict we have got now. So now it's like he's crippled. Basically, he is on in a coalition government, so he won't be able to take those drastic, constitutional changing decisions which he wanted if he had the full majority. And if you could see, for past few days on the social media, like those, like we have got 100 seats now, and BJP has got 250. But you see the excitement on Congress leaders and everyone volunteers faces. It's like we have won the election, and if you see their faces, it's like they're all sad and gloom, all glum chum. So I mean, that's the power of Indian democracy, and ultimately constitution and democracy have won. It's their victory. And also, if you noticed, Bharat Jodo Yatra, wherever Rahulji did Bharat Jodo Yatra, two yatras, we have got 41 seats. So from north to Assam, we got one. In Maharashtra, we Congress performed absolutely brilliantly. Like I can't. We got 13 seats, of course, thanks to all the MVA staff, which like all the coalition which helped. But the thing is, Bharat Jodo Yatra did very well in Lok Sabha. Like the seats we won by Bharat Jodo Yatra were amazing, especially in Ramtek and in Vidarbha. So we have done very well. And also one more point I want to say is Ayodhya BJP lost, but all the states where Prabhu Ram, like Lord Ram had connection, like he went from the exile. BJP has lost them. Like Ayodhya is lost, Ramtek is lost. BJP lost Rameshwaram, BJP lost Chitrakoot, BJP lost Ramtek. So Prabhu Ram hasn't accepted like Modi's agenda. He didn't like whatever they did with him on his name, spreading hatred. Uh, so I think we have, but also one point is that Congress needs to
Maybe that's
work
the reason
out.
he went to Lord Puri Jagannath now.
Yeah, so he's now shifted to Jai Jagannath. But oh my God, but I was like thrilled when I heard the results, and I'm sure we need to work hard. I don't know how it's going to pan out, whether the government lasts, not last, but at least we have a strong opposition now. So I'm very, very relieved. Basically, he can't do anything now with the constitution, and especially with the hate agenda. So that's a big, big relief because he was going to do uniform civil code and stuff like that, which we won't be able to do now. So it's actually, I'm more excited now to see what happens now. So he is in a very difficult position now. So we should see how he carries on from here. Like because earlier he was alone on his own, he could do anything, but now it's like coalition. So it's interesting position in what he is in. So let's see. Let's wait
Thanks a
and
lot,
watch.
Priyamada. I think it's a very important observations what you have made. And I think, as you correctly mentioned, there is a lot of right checks and balance in the new democracy. I think democracy reinvented or rejuvenated in India. So I'll quickly go to Anup Hivale.
Before you go there,
Yes.
I have a request. My request to Priyamvada and others is to get some more women in this conversation. Let all of us try to get more women. Encourage them, because I hate to see a screen where there are 10 men
Yeah.
and 1 woman. Okay. So that would be my request to everybody. And then we are getting some great comments from friends like Joseph, Brito, and others.
Yeah.
Ashley. So thank you for all your comments. And let's continue
Sure.
focusing on this. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, sir. I'll quickly go to Anup Hivale. On the women matter, I tried inviting Vijay Lakshmi and Nadar, but I think I'm not sure she may be joining us shortly.
Each one of us need to make systematic effort.
Yeah.
And it will take time. It won't happen overnight, but we need to be conscious of it.
Sure thing. Anup Hivale, I just want to hear your perspective as a Christian. What it means to minority, internationally, nationally. Go ahead. You need to unmute yourself, Anup.
Yeah, this is such a joyful moment for me personally to see what has happened in India. Our strength is 99, which is amazing, and we are 99 strong. So, congratulations to everybody. In fact, as a Christian, I have seen that it is not that the Congress protects us or BJP is against us.
Yeah.
Because while Congress was there was a Graham Stains issue.
Mm-hmm.
And now BJP is in power. They want us to, they don't know where to send us because they can't send us to Pakistan. So what I feel as a Christian, that we are 2.3% Christians in India, but our contribution into education, contribution into medicine, medical services, social work, taking care of poor, has been seen as this is the agenda of the church to convert, which I say is a wrong understanding because change is required, and Hindu core idea cannot be quenched. When I say that, I really mean that the Hindutva idea of RSS and use of that idea of BJP is just to make money, make little bit of power, cheat people, and that's how they use it. Whereas the true Hinduism, the idea of real Hindu character accepts change. And when I talk with people, you convert. Then I say women were not allowed to study as a system of Hinduism at times. You were not allowed to cross the borders, do not go overseas. And when I ask this question politely to others, and I tell them I'm also convert, nobody is born Christian because it just started 2000 years ago. And the answer is this is change. We accept change. So I say, no, that is conversion. We change our ideas to new ideas. We give away the old ideas. That is what Hindu very happily, joyfully does without compromising his identity. So that is my little observation on, as a Christian, what
Right.
happened to us when BJP supporting, RSS supporting people starting doing it. Second thing that I would like to mention about RSS, if you look at their policies, they are Christians without Christ. They are missionaries, they go, they want to change. So, in fact, I was surprised that when the ex Prime Minister, would be Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, said that he is sent from somewhere else, not biological. So he was trying to tell that I am like Christ, you know. So somebody might have given him idea that now this is the right time to tell India, like Jesus might have told the same idea back there 2000 years, and he became very popular till people follow him. So you say the same thing, and there are many idiots here, they will follow you. I feel no, this is not something that easy. So that perspective need to brought to people's minds. And the third and the last thing, as a Christian, I feel uh, Hindus have been cheated by BJP and RSS more than anybody else. Some Congress supporting Brahmins, have suddenly started thinking that yes, we want to become world guru and we will be leading the world. Whereas India needs them. Brahmin understanding or knowledge, or somebody who would love the Adivasis and the people in the poorer rural India, they need them. Go there, help them. So, what kind of world guru position are we going to give it to the world? Is show our house is in order. Our house is more in a proper flow. Women are safe, and the line of supporting with the income of the industry is not reaching to the rural areas. Now, when we read the Discovery of India, Nehruji is talking about this real Hinduism. Nehruji is also talking about what is Indian benefit of the industry, how it is going to reach to the last person in India. That chain of pipeline of the benefit that we create as an industry should reach to the people back in the village who has come all the way to work for that industry in Mumbai or Delhi. In other words, we give them bonus, Diwali bonus. Then this man who has worked in Mumbai for 11 months or 10 months has not gone home, goes halfway by bus, and then he walks to his village with bunch of money in his hand, like let's say 1 lakh rupees, and then spends for patakas everything, and leaves after 15 days back to support the big industrialist in Mumbai and Gujarat for another 11 months. Wife is putting little bit of money, thinking my daughter is 14, she gets 15, now I want to get her married. The benefit is not reached. And the people, industrialist, played with India. And now they are wearing saffron clothes and now cheating again. So, as a Christian, I would say we have won against that mentality. The verdict of this time has India told BJP RSS that you cannot cheat us anymore. They are trying to give out videos of a poor lady saying, I voted for Congress because khatak, money is going to come into my account. Now, where is it? Now they are telling we have not formed the government. I would like to tell that kind of poor people who are very needful, yes, Rahul ji, what he says, he does, and khatak, he will do it. Give him a time. I
Thank
think I
you,
should
Anup.
stop it here.
That's a great thing, and glad to hear. I think on the caste context also, it's not just Brahmin as a caste; it's a Brahminism thinking. Maybe the casteism thinking, which may be wrong. So I think Congress as a party which had a caste census in its manifesto and vocally tried championing it, and so that we will bring the diversity equity back. Maybe I think we will get a chance. Hopefully, we'll get a chance, and we will be able to implement that for the country's future days. I'll go to Frank Huzur quickly. Frank, are you available to talk? Frank, okay, I think Frank is away, but I'll go to Neil D'Souza quickly. Neil, why don't you share your perspectives? You live in Silicon Valley, so what do you think? Quickly, go ahead about the.
First of all, congratulations, and I don't know. I remember, landing in US in 2013 and 2014 when Modi came. I was like, hey, I think, 5 years. I'm not going to go back to India, and then his term got extended 10 years, but now I am excited to call myself an Indian. For the last 10 years, it was stress. Okay. uh, mm, and stress just because of you know who you meet along the way. You can't talk openly. I work in IT. The sector is filled with people who have got benefits in America but still sing paeans to Mr. Modi, and keep telling, hey, how India is so great, but do not look back at what the founding fathers and what the previous governments have done to make India so great, and only started feeling that pride since 2014. So yes, that stress, that layer of hatred has gone now with this win. uh, I would say, we should, as a party, Congress Party, India Alliance, take it as a win and not take it as a loss. This is, we had uh, institutions against us, the ED, CBI, the Election Commission, electoral bonds, which collected like huge amounts of money for the BJP to spend. And even after that, we have all against one. We have won. This is sort of, a huge victory. We should be celebrating it in grand style. And yes, we, like Sam sir said, we got to look into how we can continue the momentum. One thing that I'm a little bit worried is, Karnataka and Telangana won elections in state just less than a year ago. Congress Party won, but we weren't able to repeat the same amount of winning streak in the Loksabha elections. So we might want to start focusing and make sure people are aware of what the Congress Party stands for, and also how to be more inclusive and make sure all the benefits go to each and every person in society. Once again, congratulations, and it is a big win. Anup mentioned something about the 99 win of Congress. Although we have added one more, so now it's 100. But in the Bible, there's a very good saying with 99. So I'd just like to read that out. It says the number 99 is associated with God's mercy and kindness, and it's linked to the parable of the lost sheep. In the parable, a shepherd leaves 99 sheep to find one that is lost. And Jesus emphasizes that the shepherd rejoices over finding the lost sheep more than the 99 that did not go astray. The story illustrates God's love and forgiveness, even when people stray from their path. And, this is the message we need to give people who have left us, in hard times. And, we should show our compassion and, start working towards, thank you.
Thank you, Neil D'Souza. So it's a Saturday, but still we got a couple of biblical verses from you and Anup. Thank you. I'll quickly go to Frank Huzur, who is in the heartland of Uttar Pradesh, which made the magic. And also, interestingly, he has written the autobiography of Mulayam Singh Yadav. So why don't you, Frank Huzur, so you are on mute. I'll unmute you. Let's see.
Thank you very much, Sean. Another Saturday here, and it's great to hear Sam Petrodas after almost 3 to 4 weeks, I would say. And really very reassuring to hear from Sam Petrodas his idea of democracy. Of course, we should be proud of the fact that his literature, his visionary literature was so beautifully timed with the elections, the so very important election of this country, the general elections. And we have to admit that the way Indian National Congress and its allies, the India Alliance, have fought this election, have conducted their campaign in defense of constitution, in defense of constitutional values and rights like reservation. People of Heartland in particular, of course, they have responded very, very positively, very enthusiastically, and very energetically. In Uttar Pradesh alone, BJP is not only cut to size, it is on the cusp of losing its assembly strength as and when assembly election is called here, of course, 2 or 3 years later. So, of course, the idea of democracy has been reclaimed here. And as Sam Petrodas said, the future of democracy in this country is very much in safe zone now. And the credit, of course, should go to everyone. But the pivotal figure is Rahul Gandhi. We call him Nyay Uddha, the warrior of justice. And he was, of course, the first political leader in the opposition to set this narrative, to set this agenda. And that brought the BJP and star campaigner Prime Minister Narendra Modi to react in an outrageous manner to the Congress Nyaya Patra, the Congress manifesto. And that actually set the tone among the marginalized sections of the population, among the OBCs, SCs, and STs, and of course among the minorities, especially Muslims and Christians. So the credit should definitely be given to Rahul Gandhi, of course Priyanka Gandhi, and in addition to Rahul and Priyanka, of course to Akhilesh Yadav of the Samajwadi Party, the way SP President responded to Rahul Gandhi's call, to his narrative, to his agenda, the way both of them campaigned together with so much positivity, with so much inspirational bonding. I mean, the entire Uttar Pradesh was buzzing with hope. The youth were brimming with hope. The 5 nights and 25 guarantees, it became talk of the town, it became talk of the village. It was everywhere in rural hinterland, in urban landscape. So this is how more than 40 seats in Uttar Pradesh out of 80, and that has put the BJP on the back foot. Of course, there is a reason for us to feel sad about the performance of RJD in Bihar, key ally of India Alliance. Congress's strike rate is better than RJD somehow, and that has something to do with little bit of petty ego issues between Lalu Prasad Yadav and Pappu Yadav, who won independently from Purnia Loksabha seat. So that it can be ironed out ahead of the crucial assembly elections in Bihar next year. So overall, I would say North India, definitely marvelous performance. Somewhere in the central India, cause for concern, the result from Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. it could have been, I mean, it could have been avoided. The sweep could have been avoided. And as far
I
as
have one
Indian,
question. I have one
as far
question.
as
One question. So, why do you think? What is that one reason, top reason for Uttar Pradesh people giving up on Narendra Modi?
Uh, look, this is the epicenter of unemployment, Uttar Pradesh especially. And there was a police recruitment scam here, paper leak took place. More than 52 lakhs, almost over 5 lakhs applicants were betrayed. Whenever there is a recruitment, even from the government side, the BJP government under Yogi Adityanath, uh, it's not it's not free and fair the way we can say like election commission of India was actually not conducting free and fair elections. So here the recruitment drive, and it's a pulsating population of jobless youth. It's more than 250 uh, million people over here, and unemployment has hit the almost 65% of the population. They do not have the industrial base, and the government is actually betraying them. So Rahul Gandhi, that guarantee, pahli naukri pakki, that actually hit the core, that actually struck their mind and heart so well that it was overwhelming response. And of course, Akhilesh, he also generates quite a great deal of buzz, quite a great deal of hope due to his organizational strength. Samajwadi Party organizational strength is there to cushion up Congress structures.
Sounds good. I have one more question. I think Sam was telling something. Sam, you want to say something? Sam, you are on mute. Sam, you want me to unmute you? I think you need to unmute yourself, Sam. Sam, you are speaking on mute. You need to unmute yourself. Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
okay, got it.
Sounds good. Frank, I have one more question.
Let's move
There is-
quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Two things.
Yeah,
Turn off the microphone of people who are not talking. There's too much noise.
yeah. I think from Frank's side, there is some noise. Yeah,
So,
go ahead.
Frank, just turn off your
Yeah,
microphone.
yeah.
Two, let's be brief so a lot of other people get chance to speak,
Sure, sounds good. Sounds good.
because there are lots of people, lots of comments.
Yeah.
It'd be fair
Sure.
to just quickly go through it. There's no sense in repeating
Sounds good.
election results.
Sure.
We know that.
Yeah. I
Okay.
want to quickly go to Vinod. Vinod, I don't see your video. So can you refresh and you can speak? I just want to hear Dalit context. Or before that, I'll go to Sean Palnivel. Vinod, just to do a refresh on your screen browser, we may be able to see your video. I want to come here about the Dalit viewpoint. Before that, okay, I can see Vinod now. Okay, Vinod, go ahead. You are a Dalit leader based out of Bay Area, Silicon Valley, who have been collaborating with us, Indian Overseas Congress. So I want to hear your perspective. How a Dalit living in America, how are you seeing these results? Go ahead, Vinod.
First of all, Jabim and salute to everybody who
Thank
work
you.
hard to bring all Indian voice together. This was an amazing job which Rahul ji did. Wonderful job, and it's not easy to bring the lot of people together, and the result are very amazing. And the next time, we need to work a little bit more hard, but we wish that as soon as possible, our the coalition of India can take over the government. There's a lot of things need to be fixed. That's what we're looking for. But the community of India, the Indian people now, they know how important our Indian democracy is, how important they need to work together in order to keep uh, India together, and a lot of things which lot of atrocities what happen, and lot of things the people who love their country, how their sentiments being damaged over the years, for the last 10 years. So we need to work hard together. We need to keep this mission alive, and we need to bring more people with us who can understand how important for us to work together. So great job, salute to everybody, salute to Shanji, you and Patoraji, who kind of leading this role in USA. And USA voice is very important. We are doing our best from our end, but I'm glad Dalit community and other SC/ST, OBC community now they start understanding how important for us to be unite and vote to the right person. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot,
Thank
Vinod Chamber. Very kind of
Yeah,
you. I
sure.
want to go to Sean Palanivel, who's kind of a sympathizer of DMK, Dravida Munnetra Kalagam, DMK America. So, Sean Palanivel, you can unmute yourself. Talk about the Thunder performance from Tamil Nadu, 40 out of 40, and Pondicherry. Go ahead, Sean Palanivel. I want to hear what Tamil Nadu thinks.
Thank you. Thanks, Shan. I mean, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
you are.
very much so.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Sam and everyone. It's a pleasure, meeting all of you. And I've been following the Congress pretty close, and there are a lot of good and bad. In the recent years, the last several years, they are doing really good in terms of just taking the time into consideration. I just point out one or two key things that I see as a problem rather than
Before you start, Sean Palnivel, hearty congratulations on 100th anniversary, birth anniversary of Dr. Kalanyar. I think today you guys are celebrating in many cities, including New Jersey. Congratulations. Go ahead. Sorry, I missed that.
That's right, Shan. That's right, Shan. So yeah, I mean, we do have celebration across US, and I want a similar moment moment happening in Congress as well, across the globe, and those are missing, just because you are bringing out this point, and I'm just trying to pitch in as much as I can. I know there are a lot of improvements that is required from Congress side, right? And since Sam is there, I just make use this opportunity, put forth all the things as a alliance party. I try to see the challenges that we have, especially in Tamil Nadu, right? We got we as an alliance, we gave 10, we Congress secured all 10 this time, excellent, right? And similarly, just before this, we in 2020 one, we had assembly election, and we were in the same tie-up, Congress, and then ADMK were united, and then we faced the election, and then we won, and we ruled Tamil Nadu, right? The biggest challenge I see is the leaders, right? The Congress leaders, right? For instance, we work really hard. Congress has a small percentage in Tamil Nadu, right? Vote percentage that I'm talking about, right? And though it's a small, but we are looking for a common goal. Congress's goal is what we are aiming as well, as a DMK, right? So we support Congress. We are aligned with Congress's ideology, and then team and everything, right? So that's why we are together for several years. But after winning the election, right? And look at there is a person called Vijay Dharani from Tamil Nadu who resigned and joined BJP, and she didn't get a seat this time, but that's fine. But I see a similar pattern across I mean, across the Congress, all over India, right? And there are people who are we nominate them, but they go, and then at the last minute they withdrew, and then or they join BJP, or they win. Our cadres work really hard to make them win. After winning, they go and then join BJP, or other parties, or they leave Congress, right? And this has become a pattern, and we want this to be addressed. I mean, I want Congress to take stringent measures on those, and then make sure that they all. There are several examples that I can give, right? I'm following Congress very closely. It's because not just supporting or keeping Congress only in Tamil Nadu, or southern part of Tamil Nadu is going to help to win India, right? We want Congress to be consistent across all over India, in order to get that the number of seats that we need for for rule, right? So having said that, I want we can work, we can make sure that at least in Tamil Nadu, Congress is stable, or the southern part, Congress is stable, right? But then we fail, we cannot do beyond certain level, right? And I want Congress to pitch in, Congress leaders to understand this, take stringent measures, or whatever measure is required, and make sure that's been addressed. That's number one priority that I see.
Thanks a lot, Sean Palnivel. That was very kind of you. No, I always see there are scope for improvement, and the Congress would have strengthened the anti-defection laws in case there was a mention about it in the manifesto, Nyaya Patra, that how we would be strengthening it, and people will lose their even candidature. Even there are laws now, but still there are the loopholes around it. People navigate it, but it's not. We couldn't form the government. We could strengthen the anti-defection laws. So maybe I think we should strengthen our existing base and continue to do it. Thanks a lot, Sean, for the feedback. But I think we are on top of the time. Sam, I want you to give a quick summary or any closing comments if you want, and then maybe we will meet with another.
Are there other comments? Are there other comments?
I think
I have a small comment about EVM. Let's not let it die. Please take it up. And I think that's very important.
Thank you. We agree.
The comments are pretty much everybody is congratulating us, Sam. So there is no specific question per se.
Okay, that's fine. As long as they get chance to speak.
Yeah, correct. Exactly, Sam. So I think it was a great session. Sam, you have any passing closing comments?
No, I appreciate the energy you all have shown. I feel good about the group once again, and let's keep this group alive, thriving. We need to expand it. We need to get more women, and we need to really energize many more people. There is just a lot of things to do. Okay, so let's keep the fire on.
Thank you, Sam. As we speak, we have 600 plus viewers joining on a nice Saturday morning summer in America. That is phenomenal, actually.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all, and thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks all. Bye.
Thank Premvada.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank